Already.
Okay, all right.
Today's proceeding is conducted through remote communication, telecommunication pursuant to Section 15A of the Code of Judicial Act 1964, in bracket Act 91, due to the enforcement of movement control order in Sabah. So all parties, including the State Attorney General's Chambers and Sabah Law Society, have expressed their agreement. Your Lordship, shall we start? First case, exemption petition, first one. BKI 25EX/5/2021 of Chu Pui Wui of Mrs. Petition and Co.
May I please, Your Lordship? Petition appearing for the applicant, Chu Pui Wui. My learned friend want to see Majawid from the State AG. My learned friend, Mr. Roger Chin, for the Sabah Law Society. My Lord, today has been fixed for the hearing.
My Lord.
My Lord, today has been fixed for the hearing of the applicant's application for 6-month part exemption of her period of pupillage. The originating summons and the affidavit in support has been served to State AG and Sabah Law Society. My Lord, may I inquire whether there is any objection from my learned friends?
No objection, my Lord.
No objections, my Lord.
Thank you. My Lord, may I proceed further?
Yes, you may proceed.
My Lord, the applicant, Chu Pui Wui, was born in Sandakan, Sabah in 1994. As such, she has established the Sabah connection. The applicant graduated with the Bachelor of Law degree from University of Hertfordshire, and thereafter she was awarded the certificate in legal practice in 2019. The applicant commenced and completed her 9 months pupillage at a firm in Petaling Jaya, Mrs. Aaron K.C. Ng and Partners, under the tutelage of my learned friend, Mr. Ng Ka Chun. The applicant was subsequently admitted as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya in December 2020. Subsequently, the applicant came back to Sabah and she commenced her pupillage in my firm, Petition and Co., on the 30th of March 2021. I have been an advocate and solicitor in active practice for a total period of more than 7 years. My Lord, I believe the papers are in order and there are no objections from my learned friends, and we pray for order in terms.
Okay. So as all the papers are in order, the application in enclosure 1 is allowed as per the prayer stated therein.
Much obliged.
One, ad hoc application, BKI 17D 2/6/2021, Wong Tak Yen of Mrs. Sang and Co.
May it please you, my Lord. Yes, may it please you, my Lord. Good morning.
Morning.
Also, good morning to my learned friend, President of SLS, Mr. Roger Chin, and the representative from State AG, Ms. Dusi Majawid. My name is Sang Heng Yi. I appear for the applicant today, who is also my pupil, Wong Tak Yen. My Lord, today's application is for exemption of 3 months for the chambering period of my pupil. The basis of the application is that he has obtained a postgraduate diploma in legal practice GDLP by Bond University on 3rd February 2021. By virtue of such qualification, my Lord, it is my humble submission that Wong Tak Yen has fulfilled Section 4, Sub 1B, Sub C of the Advocate's Ordinance, enabling him to be entitled to apply for exemption for his pupillage stint. I understand that my pupil Wong Tak Yen has already communicated with my learned friend, Mr. President Roger Chin, and AG Dusi Majawid, and they have confirmed, they have graciously confirmed that they have no objection to his application.
It is correct, my lord.
Okay, thank you.
My
Mr.
lord,
Roger?
just to clarify, the basis of the application exemption is actually not the GDLP, but it's actually by virtue of him being called to the bar. That is actually the basis of his exemption, and it's not the GDLP per se. It's being by virtue of being called to the bar. Just wanted to clarify that.
Okay, all right.
Thank you. Thank you, my learned friend, for clarifying. Yeah, read together with paragraph 5, my lord, paragraph 5 of the affidavit, whereby Tak Yen is also an Australian lawyer in the state of Victoria by the Supreme Court of Victoria at Melbourne through an admission order there. By virtue of all of my submission and all such grounds, I apply for all the in terms of his application hearing.
No objection, my lord.
No objections, my lord.
Okay. As all the papers are in order, the application in enclosure 1 is allowed as per the prayer stated therein.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Dusi.
Notes for admission hearing. First case, PKI 18-32/6/2021, Natassia Go-Payne of Messrs. CSY.
May please your lordship. My name is Sophia Law. I'm appearing for the applicant, Natassia Go-Payne. Today, hearing is fixed for enclosure 1, which is the originating summons applications for the applicant's admission and enrollment as an advocate of the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sabah. And my learned friend appearing for the Sabah Law Society is Mr. President Roger Chin, and also for the State Attorney General Chambers, Puan Dusi Majawid.
Okay.
My lord, the application is supported by the affidavit in support of the applicant under enclosure number 2. May I inquire whether there is any objections from the Sabah Law Society as well as the State Attorney General Chambers?
No objection, my lord.
No objections, my lord.
My lord,
May
may I proceed to read
Yes.
out the grounds of the application?
Yes, you may proceed, Counsel.
My lord, the applicant is a Sabah origin born in Kota Kinabalu, and she has attended her primary education at Sekolah Jenis Kebangsaan St. James Kota Kinabalu and her secondary education at Sabah Tunjing Secondary School. She has been ordinarily a resident in Sabah for a continuous period of 5 years or more, and she is domiciled in Sabah. She has also completed her law degree at the HUB University in Kuala Lumpur under the United Kingdom Degree Transfer Program, as well as she has continued her LLB in the University of the West of England, Bristol, United Kingdom. On the 19th of June 2015, she was conferred an LLB with a second-class honours upper division by the University of the West of England, Bristol, United Kingdom. She then continued her postgraduate education for a certificate of legal practice in Kuala Lumpur, and she is a qualified person, has been awarded with a certificate of legal practice by the Legal Profession Qualifying Board. on the 7th of December 2016. She has also completed her 9 months pupillage by reading in the chambers of Messrs. TJ Chin and Ko in Petaling Jaya, Selangor, and she was admitted as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya on the 23rd of February 2018. On the 2nd of November 2020, she commenced pupillage by reading in the chambers of Messrs. CSY under my tutelage, and I have been an advocate and solicitor who has been active in practice for a period not less than 7 years immediately preceding the date of commencement of her pupillage. On the 18th of February 2021, she was granted an exemption for a period of 6 months from the total period of her pupillage, pursuant to Section 4, bracket 1B, bracket B of the Advocates Ordinance. As of 3rd of May 2021, she has completed her 6 months period of pupillage in the chambers of Messrs. CSY, and she was guided and supervised under my guidance during this period of pupillage. On the 11th of March and 12th of March, she has attended and participated in the Ethics, Practice and Professional Standard course organized by Sabah Law Society, and she has sat and passed her Ethics, Practice and Professional Standard course examination. As of 29th of March 2021, she has registered for the attendance for the Civil Advocacy Training course organized by Sabah Law Society, which will be held on 9th of July, 10th of July, and 17th of July 2021. And she has actually affirmed in the affidavit that she is going to undertake to attend for this course. As of 8th of May 2021, she has attended the requisite number of sessions of Legal Aid Scheme and Duty Counsel Scheme as required by the Sabah Law Society. And there's a certificate of attendance annexed to the exhibit. And she has not been disbarred, struck off, suspended to practice as an advocate or legal practitioner within the Commonwealth or elsewhere. And she is not subject to any present or pending disciplinary proceedings, nor she has been convicted or subject to any pending or present criminal proceedings involving dishonesty in any territory within the Commonwealth or elsewhere. She is also not a bankrupt, nor subject to any bankruptcy proceedings within the Commonwealth. There are 2 testimonies of good characters from Mr. Chin Tek Min, as well as Datuk Sri Panglima Tiong Chikang, and their testimonials are also exhibited in the affidavit. She has satisfied all the conditions of eligibility under Section 4 and Section 5 of the Advocates Ordinance. Therefore, my Lord, I humbly pray for an order in terms of the applications under Enclosure 1.
Okay. Wandulsi, any objection?
Objection, my lord.
Mr. Roger?
No objections, my lord.
Okay. So the application is allowed and the applicant is admitted as an advocate of the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sabah. And upon payment of the prescribed fee, the Deputy Registrar shall cause the name of the applicant to be entered on the roll of advocates pursuant to Section 6 of the Advocates Ordinance, Sabah.
Much obliged, my lord.
My lord, may the petitioner stand up and take her YBGK, please.
I, Natassia Gopini, NRIC number 930522125056, do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Guaman Kebangsaan YBGK program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK cases in the first 12 months of practice.
Okay.
Now the gowning ceremony shall be performed. The petitioner will be gowned by her parents, Mr. Jimmy Goh and Madam Yi Yok Hao.
Okay. Congratulations, Ms. Natassia.
Much obliged, my lord.
Next submission petition 18-33/6/2021. Siti Farah binti Ibrahim of Messrs MT Durasim and Co.
May it please your lordship, Pandusi Majawid representing the State Attorney General, and
Correct.
can you hear? Mr. Roger Chin, the President of Sabah Law Society. Good morning.
Morning.
Before I proceed, my lord, I wish to inquire whether the Sabah Law Society as well as the State Attorney General would have no objections towards this application.
Puan Dulce? Puan Dulce, any objection?
No objection, my lord.
Mr.
No
Roger?
objections, my lord. No objections, my lord.
Yes, Councillor, you may proceed.
My lord, I wish to introduce the applicant. She's here with me. My lord, the applicant is a Malaysian citizen of full age of Sabah origin. She was born in Sandakan on the 2nd June 1994 and grew up and had her primary and secondary school in Sabah as well. As such, she has Sabah connections as defined under Section 2, bracket 2, bracket A, and Section 4, bracket 2, bracket C of the Advocates Ordinance. The exhibits are attached to the affidavit, enclosure 2. On the 15th October 2019, she was awarded with a Bachelor of Laws honors degree by University Sultan Zainal Abidin, or in short, Uni SZA, Kuala Terengganu in Terengganu, Malaysia. And as such, I believe, my lord, she is a qualified person as required under Section 41, bracket CA of the same ordinance. And, my lord, upon completion of her studies, she commenced her pupillage on the 9th of June 2020, pursuant to Section 41E of the Advocates Ordinance, by reading in my chamber, Mrs. M.T. Durasim and Co. in Sabah, in Kota Kinabalu. And under my tutelage, she has learned various acts of legal works, including drafting pleadings, civil and criminal litigation, general legal research, land matters, attending trial with the lawyers in my chamber. She has completed her chambering with me, that is the 12 months required under the ordinance, and therefore I verily believe that she has fulfilled the requirement of sections 4(1)(a), bracket A of the same ordinance. She has also completed the legal aid scheme and duty counsel scheme organized by the Sabah Law Society. She has also participated in the Sabah Law Society Ethics, Practice and Professional Standards course held on the 11th March 2021 and the 12th of March 2021 and passed the SLS proficiency test, which was held on the 22nd March 2021. All these are attached as exhibits in enclosure 2. She is also the person referred to in two recent testimonials of good character from Abdul Fikri Jafar bin Abdullah, an advocate and solicitor of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak at Kota Kinabalu and currently practicing at Mrs. Azia Arisin and Jafar, also an advocate and solicitor, and Farah Nazira binti Chunli, an advocate and solicitor of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak at Kota Kinabalu, and currently practicing at Mrs. M.N. Maduarin and Associates, KK. She has not, my lord, to date, disbarred, struck off, suspended, or in any other manner, disentitled to practice as an advocate or legal practitioner by whosoever name and style designated in any territory within the Commonwealth. She is also not the subject to any present or pending disciplinary proceedings in connection with her practice and as an advocate or legal practitioner, and have not been convicted in and is not subject to any present or pending criminal proceedings involving dishonesty in any territory within the Commonwealth. She is not an undischarged bankrupt or subject to any bankruptcy proceedings within the Commonwealth. In view of the above, yes, if I may add another paragraph, my lord, with regards to the civil advocacy training course, she was unable to attend the advocacy course scheduled on the 6th January 2021 by virtue of the fact that it was cancelled. However, she has registered herself to the upcoming civil advocacy course and undertake to attend the said advocacy course to fulfill the requirement under CJSS Practice Direction 1/2018. Of this matter, she has actually signed a supplementary affidavit which was already under enclosure 9 and submitted to the respective parties. In view of this, she verily believes that she has satisfied the conditions of eligibility for admissions as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak at Kota Kinabalu under Section 4 of the Advocates Ordinance, and verily believe that her application has satisfied the requirement under Section 5(1)(a) of the same ordinance. As such, my lord, I pray for this application. I pray for these applications to be ordered in terms.
Wan Dulcie,
No objection, my lord.
Mr. Roger?
No objections, my lord.
Okay. So the application is allowed and the applicant is admitted as an advocate of the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sabah, and that upon payment of the prescribed fee, the Deputy Registrar shall cause the name of the applicant to be entered on the roll of advocates pursuant to Section 6 of the Advocates Ordinance.
Much obliged, my lord.
Mr. My Lord, may the petitioner stand up and take her YBGK fresh.
I, Siti Farah, IC number 94060212 5864 do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Guaman Kebangsaan YBGK program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK cases in the first 12 months of her practice.
Now the gowning ceremony shall now be performed. The petitioner will be gowned by the master, Mr. Martin Tony alias Tommy.
Congratulations, Cik Siti.
Obliged. Bilang gambar yang mana ambil? Makan ah.
Next submission hearing, PKI 18-34/6/2021, Mohammad Airshot bin Hamilin of Mrs. Nicholas Fung Togazip.
Good morning, my lord.
Morning.
Shazali Asli appearing for the petitioner, Mr. Mohammad Airshot bin Hamilin, and my learned friend Puan Dulci Majawid appears for the state AG, and Mr. Roger Chin, the president of SLS, appears for the Sabah Law Society. My lord, may I inquire from my learned friends whether there's any objections to the petitioner's petition to be admitted?
Pandolsi,
No objection, my lord.
Mr. Roger.
No objections, my lord.
My lord, with your permission, may I proceed to read out the grounds of the petitioner's application?
Yes, you may proceed.
My lord, the petitioner is Malaysian of full age, born in Sabah, in particular in Ranau on the 8th of September 1995, and is domiciled in Sabah. And in this respect, he has satisfied Section 2, Sub 2A, and Section 4, Sub 2C of the Advocates Ordinance. He attended primary school at Sekolah Kebangsaan Lohan Ranau, Sabah, from the year 2002 to 2007, and in 2008 commenced his secondary education at Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Lohan Ranau, Sabah. Graduated in 2012 and completed his SPM on the same year. In 2013, he commenced his foundation in law at UITM, Kedah, and thereafter pursued his bachelor's degree at UITM Shah Alam Selangor from 2015 to 2019, and was conferred a degree in Bachelor's of Law on the 5th of July 2019. In this respect, my lord, he is qualified, I believe, as a qualified advocate by Section 4.1 Sub CA of the Ordinance. On the 2nd of June 2020, he commenced pupillage by reading at the State AG's Chambers of Sabah at Jabatan Peguam Besar Negeri Sabah, and received instructions and supervisions by the then AG of Sabah, Datuk Haja Zaliha Rose, Datuk Brendan Keith So, and the present State AG, Datuk Nur Asia binti Muhammad Yusuf. During the period of his pupillage at the State AG, he was guided, instructed, supervised in various aspects of works, which includes, but not limited to, A, general legal research, drafting matters, vetting agreements and contracts, constructing letters of advice, and drafting submissions, course papers, correspondences, and minutes of meetings. As of the 2nd of June 2021, he has completed the 12 months period of pupillage and has fulfilled the requirement under Section 4, Sub 1AA. He has attended 12 sessions of the Duty Council scheme and 6 sessions of the Legal Aid scheme organized by SLS at its office at the Magistrates Court in Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. He has also, my lord, attended the Civil Advocacy training course organized by the Borneo Advocacy Training Center together with the Sabah Law Society, which was held on the 22nd of August 2020 until 23rd of August 2020. He has also participated in the Ethics, Practice and Professional Standard course organized by SLS, which was held on the 10th of September 2020 until 11th of September 2020 and passed the test. My Lord, I verily believe that the petitioner has satisfied the requirements under section 4.2a and b of the ordinance as far as he has not been disbarred, struck off, suspended, or in any other manner disentitled to practice as an advocate or legal practitioner under the Commonwealth. He is also a person of good character as evidenced by 2 testimonials given by Mrs. Jamila binti Saryao and Mr. Muhammad Asraf bin Sahimun, who are both his teachers at his secondary school. In the circumstances, it is my belief, my Lord, that the petitioner has satisfied the conditions of eligibility for admission as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sabah under section 4.1 sub CB, 4.1a sub A, and 4 sub 2 of the ordinance, and believe that this application has satisfied the requirements under section 5 sub 1a and b of the ordinance. In view of this, my Lord, it is with great honor that I request for an order in terms of the petitioner's application to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of Sabah High Court.
Pandolsi, any objection?
No objection, my lord.
Mr. Roger?
No objections, my lord.
Okay, so the application is allowed and the applicant is admitted as an advocate of the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sabah. And upon payment of the prescribed fee, the Deputy Registrar shall cause the name of the applicant to be entered on the roll of advocates pursuant to section 6 of the Advocates Ordinance.
Thank you, my Lord. Much obliged.
Permission, my lord, may the petitioner stand up and take his YBGK pledge.
I, Mohammad Airshot bin Hamidin, IC number 950908126519, do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Guaman Kebangsaan YBGK program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK cases in the first 12 months of practice.
Now the gowning ceremony shall now be performed. The petitioner will be gowned by his mover, Mr. Sazali Asli.
Congratulations, Mr. Asha.
Thank you very much, Arif.
Are there any other matters for this morning? Ms. Imelda?
Petitioner, that is the last admission hearing.
Okay.
Now the gowning ceremony is now over. May
Okay.
the court be adjourned?
Okay, this hearing is adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my lord.
Thank you, my lord.